Hello again, mathematicians, and here we are with math lesson number 22. We're going to have a little face-off, area versus perimeter. Alright, so if you cast your mind back to lesson number 17, then you might remember that perimeter is the distance walking around something, or just around something, if it's a shape too small for you to walk around. Okay, an area or surface area is the amount that the surface that the shape covers in between, right? So perimeter would be the ribbon you'd need to go around the outside. Area would be the paper you need to cover the shape itself. Okay, and also since we are pretty much talking about rectangles and squares here, then we know that the opposite sides of the rectangles are going to be the same length, right? So if this side of the rectangle is 4 centimeters, and these are all straight lines, well, this has to also be 4 centimeters. And if that side's 2 centimeters, then this side has to be 2 centimeters as well, right? It has to match across the different sides here, okay? So perimeter, which I'm just going to use the letter P to stand for perimeter in this case, because I'm a lazy mathematician. Okay, I can figure it out by adding up all of the side lengths here. So if I always like to give myself a starting point so I don't forget any side. So I've got 2 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus another 2 centimeters plus another 4 centimeters. Okay, so 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12. Now at this point I've got my final answer. I have to stop being lazy and I have to add in the units. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 12 centimeters. Okay. The area, and again I'm going to be a lazy mathematician and I'm only going to put a letter A for area here. The area is equal to the length times the width. Okay, so it would be 2 centimeters times 4 centimeters. Okay, 2 times 4, why, that would be 8. And I have to put the units back in here. So it would be centimeters times centimeters, or remember we can be lazy and say centimeters squared. Okay, so the perimeter looks like it is bigger than the area because it's longer to walk around than it is the number of squares that it covers. Okay, but really they're kind of hard to compare because they're not exactly the same thing. Anyway, the next few pages in your math book are mostly comparing area and perimeter, and if you can do what we've just done, you will have almost everything you need to be able to do that. Except, what if this is the rectangle that they give you, and that's all the information they tell you, with the one exception, they tell you that the area is equal to 6 centimeters squared. That's what they tell you. What they want to know is, what is the perimeter? Is there a way that we can figure that out? Well, we know that for perimeter, we're going to need to know the distance around the outside, which means we're going to need the lengths of each of the sides of our rectangle. We know that if this side is 2 centimeters, this side also has to be 2 centimeters. So really we just have to figure out the other way. Is there a way we could do that? We know that area is 6 centimeters, and area is also equal to the length times the width. Oh, so if we know the width and we want to know the length, well, we could just do a little dividing, right? So if I've got 6 and I'm going to divide it by 2, well, that gives me 3 centimeters. So this side of our rectangle must be 3 centimeters, which means straight across has to be the same, also has to be 3 centimeters. Okay, So now my perimeter, give myself a starting line, is going to be 2 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 2 centimeters plus 3 centimeters. Ooh, I notice 2 and 3, that's going to make 5. Another 2 and 3, that's going to make 5. 5 plus 5. This is going to have a perimeter of 10, and I got to put the units in here. 10 centimeters. Well, that was pretty sneaky. Okay. So, next up we've got some area and perimeter and a few word problems where you might use area and perimeter in real life. So if you have a green book, you're going to do page 283, page 284, 285, and 286. If you have a blue book, you're going to do page 291, 292, and 293. Okay, if you have any questions, then feel free to let me know, okay? I'll do my best to answer them. All right, happy mathing!